VA benefits are powerful, but they can be so confusing, so confusing. One of the things, the terms I heard used when I got out of the military was that with all the benefits and support and things for veterans and all these organizations willing to help, oftentimes the veteran drowns in a sea of good. Let me repeat that again. With all the good, the resources, the veterans, the organizations here to help veterans, oftentimes it's so confusing that the veteran drowns in a sea of good. And so that's why it's important to, you connect up with your fellow veterans, because oftentimes it's us veterans that are going to tell us about our benefits. Because I can tell you right now, the VA is still, don't get me wrong, not to knock them, they still, they got marketing sections and they reach out to the veterans, but it's more of a checklist based, you know what I'm saying? Which means they really don't care. They just going by what the policy says and what the law says. But your fellow veterans is the one who's really going to care, because they know the struggles you're going to probably face. And so it's important to get with them and get with veterans organizations who really truly educate you on your benefits, because there are a lot of benefits, a lot of great benefits. But the thing about it is confusing. It's confusing. And there's a lot of paperwork involved. You take a veteran who, for example, I'm going to use maintenance. I work maintenance, but I transitioned from maintenance and I was going to school and I got college degrees. So I kind of don't count. But let's just say your typical maintenance person within the Air Force. They may have got a little school behind them, whatever. They get out, you know what I'm saying? And, with maintenance, there's not a lot of paperwork involved, depending on the job you have. There's just not a lot of paperwork involved with maintenance. Maintenance is working with your hands. You have jobs in the military where you're administrative specialist, where you work with paperwork all the time. It just depends on where you fall. But imagine being a person from maintenance getting out. They're not used to all this paperwork. To get these benefits, you got to go through a lot of paperwork, a ton of paperwork. And some of it can be overwhelming. Some of it can cause agitation from veterans, particularly those veterans who are already suffering from service-connected things like, anxieties and PTSD and TBIs and things like that. Man, all that paperwork can be just overwhelming, and it could cause the veterans to, it can actually trigger some things in the veteran, to be honest with you. For one, the veteran's going to be angry because they're going to get confused oftentimes, and then they'll want to give up. They'll go to the bottle, start drinking. Next thing you know, you got a veteran who's been out 30 years. You ask him, hey, man, are you getting any VA benefits? And they either say no, or they'll say, yeah, I'm getting 10%. Yet they're walking around limping. Their wrist is hurting. Wife is talking about their hearing. They can't hardly hear. Yet you're getting 10%, and you work maintenance in the Air Force. That's why I say it's important for you to understand your benefits and get with those veterans who are going to point you in the right direction.